Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Thursday, January 22nd, 2026. So, did you find today's crossword to be a real showstopper?
Maybe a stopper.
A
I don't know
stopper?
about a showstopper, but I certainly came to a stop many times in this puzzle and just pondered life because I could not figure out what was going on.
I see.
Now, to my credit, I did it on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, I didn't see any shaded squares. And I just eventually figured I'm going to go with the downs because it seemed like the downs you could find, you could find letters for each square in the downs. So that's what I did. And just on a fluke, I wasn't quite sure what to put in one square. And I put a letter and it solved.
Wow.
So I thought it's got to be a vowel. It doesn't look like it could be a consonant. So A-E-I-O, and then boom, it's solved. So I had to go to wordplay to figure out what exactly was going on. And then I looked at it on my computer and it all made sense.
Right. And once again, for listeners, if you're doing this on your phone, you can go into the settings and change it from dark mode to light mode, and then all your problems go away, or except for the fact that you might not know the answers. Well, that's a pretty impressive tour de force if you did it just knowing the downs. I mean, I could see the grade squares, and once I figured out what was going on, that helped immensely.
I bet.
And because there were several places where nothing made any sense. I can't imagine how you did this. You must have had,
like
it must have been a leap of faith.
It was. And I just was like, it's, first I tried to put rebuses in, but I wasn't quite sure where. And of course, they didn't work with the downs. So I thought, well, that's not what's going on. So then I thought, well, maybe it's the kind of rebus where, it's the picture, like a little pictogram, like you got,
whoa,
like something under something or something over something. But I couldn't quite make that work. I looked at angles to see if maybe they were angling down or you were going back around, and then I got to the revealer clue. That did not help at all.
It didn't help?
No. So anyway, it was a challenge, but as I said, I did get it done. So that was good.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So, do you want to talk about the theme that you could not see?
I don't know if I'm really qualified to do it, but I'll try. So, as we inferred, the across clues had some shaded squares. And if you tried to answer the across clue, just based on the clue, you couldn't do it because it just did not make any sense at all. But if you could see the shaded squares and you filled them out in terms of the down clues, you would find that within the shaded squares, it either had the word red or green. Red or green, and the revealer clues were 11 and 42 down. They went vertically down the puzzle, and the clue was they tell you when to stop and go, as seen in this puzzle's theme. And of course, red light, green light. So that made sense. But what you had to do was, if there was red in the answer, you had to put in the word stop. So, for example, 18 across was happens, and you had C-O-M-E, come, then you had R-E-D, red, in the grade squares, and then you had the word ass, A-S-S, so you had come, red, ass. Okay, it makes no sense. But if you take the red out, the R-E-D, and you put in the word stop, you get comes to pass, happens, comes to pass. So another one with green, 27 across, was tackling the task at hand. And you had in it, you had the word working, and then you had reen.
Well, you had
Reen.
Okay.
And then you had knit. So if you wanted to say it, it would be working, reen, knit. And of course, the reen was the last four letters of green because you had working right before that. If you took out green and put in just a go, you'd have the phrase working on it. So tackling the task at hand, working on it.
Yes.
So that was the gimmick, I guess you could say, for this puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
It was immensely clever.
Yes.
After I read wordplay, I'm like, oh, okay. So anyway, yeah, I don't know that we've seen one like this for a very long time, where you have to, substitute a different word for the word that actually shows up when you answer the clue.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that was the theme. That's the way it went. So.
And we might not have seen this for a long time, but this person's been doing crosswords for a long time. Since 1995, it's Joe DiPietro.
Oh, yes, that's a familiar name.
And his favorites are Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh, my.
He has never done a Tuesday crossword. He's done 43 Thursdays, 30 Saturdays, 31 Sundays, 1 Monday, and no Tuesdays. Apparently, he is genetically enabled to write a Tuesday level of difficulty crossword.
Well, I mean, he's got a great theme going here for a Thursday. I mean, it's just perfect for Thursday,
right?
Because it's a wonderful play on words, and makes you think. So.
I just think the editors missed an opportunity when it solved. The red square should have turned red.
Oh, wouldn't that have been good? Yeah.
It wouldn't have made any sense. And also they would have had to have changed the actual shape of the grid to fit the word stop in there. So maybe they thought, no, we're not doing that.
No. Or they could have just been little traffic lights that flashed red.
Ooh, they could have just done. Yeah, they could have done that in the black squares. Every time they had 3 in a row, they could have done that.
Yep,
that would have been brilliant. Except they didn't have yellow; they only had red and green.
Well, it would be kind of hard to find an answer that had caution or yield in the middle, but I suppose it could be done.
Or go faster.
Or go faster,
depending on your approach to driving. Other great clues were throughout the grid.
Oh, lots of them.
We had one down. We've seen this one, but not lately. Tools requiring 2 people. Pit saws.
Yes.
I got the word saws first and then sort of figured out the pit part.
Yes.
In that general area, we had 14 across. Goddess depicted with cow's horns. And I had enough letters. I had an I and a blank, an I and an S, and thought, it's either Iris or Isis. Oh. And I realized that both of those are gods.
Yeah.
And it turned out in this case to be Isis.
That's right. Well, one just a couple down from that, 20 across. That was a $10 word. Left in, stetted. I don't know that I have ever used that word in my vocabulary. Stetted.
Have you ever used the word stet? Have you ever been editing something and you wrote stet?
Yes. Oh, yes, definitely. But stetted, I don't know that I've ever said that.
By the way,
I would just say I left that in.
a $10 word. I think we need to up that.
Okay.
I don't think $10 means that much anymore.
Well, yeah, that's true. Okay, $100 word.
All right, there we go. Let's see. We had, I could not remember this. 5 across, cognac label letters, VSOP.
Yes.
VSOP. I no idea what that stands for.
It's very something old, something.
Port?
I can't remember either, but yeah.
Very slimy old port. That's probably not what it stands for.
No, let me just see here. I think I can find it. It's yeah, very. I just saw it here. Where was it? Yeah, very superior old pale.
Well, that's not even grammatically correct. Very superior. I mean, I suppose technically it's all right, but come on, very superior?
Old pale.
Most of that
It's
sounds
just-
like they've been enjoying too much VSOP
Yeah.
to come up with a good
Let's
acronym.
just put 4 adjectives together and call it a day.
Mhm.
Very superior, old, pale.
Yes,
I don't know if I'd want to drink a drink that's old and pale, but
I certainly wouldn't. I like 2 down. Am I wrong about that? Is it not?
is it not? Yes.
I thought that I could hear the Shakespearean accent in that.
Definitely.
And then 4 down, you know better than that. Tisk tisk.
Tisk, yeah.
That was well done.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
6 down, sporting flats say shod. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, that was clever.
Yes, very.
Mhm.
It's like we're upping the difficulty level here
Mhm.
drastically.
Oh, and I loved 8 down. Approximately 84% of American women have at least one. I'm like, what could that be? So I was thinking, purse.
A pierced purse, or
I
have a purse.
I didn't have any letters, but
Okay.
I'm saying, what would 84% of women have? And it turned out to be a pierced ear.
Yes.
They have at least one pierced ear. That's pretty amazing when you think about it.
I
But
generally don't, but okay. I'm going to assume they
Uh,
counted.
that most of our population is willing to go through a little pain so they can wear a bangle on their ear.
Well, I mean, if you think about most people probably now, 93% of American people have something pierced.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
imagine.
Well, I don't know how many, percentage-wise, but yeah, that's true. Hmm.
We had 22 across, ingredient in a zombie. This seems to be the liquor part of the grid.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, gin, and then I went for rye,
Yeah,
and then I eventually wandered over to rum.
I did the same thing.
Really?
I started with gin. That's always the only liquor I could think of. that
And
was
did you go
3
to
letters.
did you go to rye
Yeah,
next?
because
No
I got
kidding.
the R, so I thought, oh, it's rye. But
Wow.
it turned out it was rum.
Listeners, Gene and I, while solving, always do this independently.
That's right.
So, for example, I can make sure that the grid is set to light mode, not dark mode, and you can struggle on your own. But so that's an amazing coincidence that all 3 answers came out in the same order there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we had 19 down, kick butt, so to speak, rule.
Right.
That was good. With 9 across, escapade. I had caper,
Oh.
and then I had prank,
Uh-huh.
and then I eventually got to the correct word, antic.
Yeah. I can't remember. I put something else first before I had antic. Seemed like it began with an S, but I can't remember what it was.
Sounds
Maybe
like-
spree. I think it might have been spree. Like, on a spree.
Could it have been truck?
No, it's spree.
Okay.
Which,
Let's see.
which really isn't the best word, but I wanted to try to put something in.
Right. Well, okay, so is it escapade or escalade, the giant truck vehicle?
Escalade.
Escalade, not escapade.
Escalade, I believe it is.
Escalade? Okay.
Uh-huh.
You get to pay another $10,000 because you pronounce it escalade as opposed to escalade. We're going to get in trouble with whatever company makes that car or whatever
I
sort
think
of
it's a
vehicle.
Cadillac.
It's Cadillac?
I believe so.
Ooh. All
Escalade.
right.
Mm-hmm.
If we win the lawsuit, I want a Cadillac. No, I really don't. 12 down, bees but not birds, insects.
That's right.
Did you get that right away?
No. I'm like, oh, what could that be?
And I certainly didn't get the one next to it. 13 down, trig ratio, cosec.
Uh-huh.
COSEC.
Right.
That's gotta be
I
like
knew it
the-
ended in a C, so I thought, well, it's got to be like a secant.
That's going to be the rarest of the trig
Yeah.
ratios.
That's right.
Anti-hyper cosine bollock something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to get a bunch of mathematicians writing in with complaints.
Uh-huh. What about 54 across? Did you get that right away? Country whose 7-letter name can be spelled using only 1-point Scrabble tiles?
Are you kidding? I couldn't even come up with a 7-letter name.
Oh.
Canada. That was 6.
I had the NIA, so I went for Armenia
Ooh.
because I thought I think those are all one tiled 1-point tiles, but turned out to be Estonia.
Right.
Which those are all the most common letters.
That's just it.
It makes sense. Maybe the M has more than one. I don't know. But
I had a few letters, and then I sort of had to fill in the rest. And I thought ES sounds like a low scoring letter.
E's and S's, A's. I think all the vowels. I think they're all pretty much.
Are they?
1 point. I don't know. It's been a long time since I played Scrabble.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely the S, the T, the N. Yeah, those would all be 1-pointers.
That E ran into 54 down, Mark's successor. So I went for Luke.
Oh, I did too.
Did you?
So, yep.
Yeah, I just thought...
I was desperate, because I couldn't figure out the theme. So I was just like throwing words in wherever I could.
Well, one letter of Luke was correct because the correct answer was euro.
That's right.
That type of mark. That was a great clue.
I put it in, but I thought to myself, there was no hierarchy amongst the Gospels. It wasn't like, okay, I'm stepping down. You take it, Matthew.
Aren't those a series of books?
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But they're not in any kind of order,
Oh, they must be in some order.
No.
Really?
They're not in any sequential order.
Well, they could be alphabetical.
Yeah.
Luke would come after euro. Or after... No, Luke wouldn't come after Mark, would it?
Before.
There went that idea. 44 down, the New York Islanders in the early 1980s, e.g., Dynasty.
Right.
What a clue.
Yeah,
what a clue.
That was a great clue.
And
just a wonderful puzzle.
I'm still bitter that it wasn't Montreal Canadiens, but there's nothing you can do with that.
No, not really.
59 across, blank what I'm talking about. And the answer was DATS, as in, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes. I had the ATS, and I'm like, I can't put a D there. I just can't. They would never put that in the crossword, but they did. DATS.
So I looked up the phrase to see who uttered it. And one place was in the New Avengers. The Red, I'm not sure what his last name is, not the Red Devil, but the Red Avenger. David Harbour plays him in the New Avengers.
Oh.
In any event, he goes after some car gets blown up. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
with a good Russian accent that was not. At first, I thought it was going to be the Hulk.
Oh.
Because that sounded like something.
No, he can't speak in complete sentences.
No, I suppose not.
Hulk. Kill. Yeah.
Smash, right. 48 down, pestering type was a nooge.
Yeah, nooge.
That was sort of cute.
That's a great word, nooge. I don't ever use it, but I like it.
What a nooge. Yeah, I wonder if that is a debut. It is not. It is not a debut entry. I bet it hasn't shown up too many times, though.
I don't know.
How often do you use nooge in casual conversation? It has shown up 9 times.
Wow.
The first time was in, let's see, apart from the variety puzzles, 1995. So it's a pretty new word.
Yeah.
64 across, blank mix, meow.
Yep.
Meow mix.
Yeah, I put Chex mix.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because every so often I make that Chex mix, but no, it's meow mix.
One last one, 40 across. Prefix meaning heavens, as the name of a planet suggests. And I sort of concentrated on the first part of that, and I went for Cosmo, but it turned out to be Urano, because of course Uranus means heavens.
Well, I knew it had to have, maybe some root of it had to be a planet's name. So I'm going through, okay, Mercury, trying to think who, Venus, what it could be. And I thought the only one it really could be would be like Urano. And
that's what did it.
That's what it was, yes.
All right. Well, I think that's it for the crossword.
Okay.
But we do have a spot of listener mail.
Oh, good.
So both of these messages are from Randall. And the first is last Friday's crossword. Hi, guys. Considering the difficulty of last Friday's crossword, I thought some listeners might want to consider using the Friday Easy Mode option from the NYT, which can come to your inbox via email. If I am totally stuck, I sometimes just use it to check for a single, more straightforward clue. Often just having that one little boost can make the difference in getting a puzzle solved. Absolutely. You just need that foothold there.
Yep.
Of course, you can solve the whole puzzle in easy mode if you like, but it's also good to have it as a standby if you get naticked somewhere in the regular puzzle and just can't get any traction. Sometimes one is all you need. All the best to you both, Randall.
That's a very good suggestion.
Yes.
Especially if you're relatively new at doing the puzzles, but you kind of mastered the Monday and Tuesday, but it took me forever to even think that I could get a Friday or Saturday done.
Right.
I just never thought I could.
Yeah.
But now, it comes a little more easily,
But I like the idea of the Friday easy mode, sort of weaning you into Friday.
That's right. Very good.
I wonder if they have one for Thursday. Probably. Apparently just a Friday one, I think.
I think so.
And then Randall wrote again to help us with our "Oh, that's how you pronounce it" segment.
Yeah.
Actually, this is "Oh, that's the language" segment because it's titled Japanese or Chinese. Sorry, it's Randall again. No need to apologize, Randall. We love it when you write.
Yeah.
Just a clarification for Wednesday's crossword. Ni hao is Mandarin Chinese for hello. Oops.
Oh.
Congee is rice porridge from China. Oops again. I only know this because my partner is Chinese and I have picked up some peripheral knowledge after 33 years.
Wow.
He is not a congee fan because his mother always made him eat it when he was sick, so it has negative associations for him. I, however, love it.
Oh.
Mahjong is, of course, Chinese as well.
Well, that's true.
And then he signs it off, Wanshi Rui, and then explains, best wishes, Randall. And Wanshi Rui to you too, Randall, and your partner. Thanks for that.
Yes.
Okay. Ni hao is Chinese.
Oh, boy. I didn't know.
Wonder how you say hello then in Japanese. Bonjour? We'll have to investigate that.
I have no idea.
All right.
But I'm glad Randall does.
Yes.
Set us straight. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much for keeping us honest. And that is it for the crossword and for listener mail. If anyone wants to do what Randall just did, you can drop us a line, crosswordpodcast@icloud.com, or click on the send fan mail link. Friday's crosswords out. We're going to tackle it as opposed to doing anything at all that involves being outside.
Yes.
We hope you have better weather, but you tackle the crossword as well.
Definitely.
And come back to hear us talk about that crossword if we don't freeze to death tomorrow.
Bye-bye.